Welcome to Ink in the Eyes. My name's Charles Salisbury. With me is Ace McGalley Alpine. Woo! Here today, she's here to
Woo!
discuss when you come in because you haven't shared your notes.
I texted you what we were doing. Also,
You
it's
said the
on
shorts.
the show notes that I use every week, so you could have
You
like
said
already
oh,
listened.
you absolute harpy. I
Yeah.
said, have you done your notes? And you said no, you don't need them.
Today we're gonna be ranking the best sci-fi books, and I'm gonna keep the
Ooh.
book list a secret, and I'll just shout them at you. You have to rank,
Ooh.
and then I think we decide because I have a list of 50. We'll see how many we get through.
Okay. So we're gonna at least
A
do
lot of them
top
I
10.
haven't read. Some of them I have, but I think we narrow it down to like the 10 if you want to get into hardcore not hardcore, but if you want to get into sci-fi.
I like it, love it.
Would you like to list what you think are the foundational sci-fi books? You have 30 seconds.
Foundational sci-fi books.
Go.
Okay, so there's got to be an Asimov one in there. I'm going to say iRobot because that's the one that people have heard of. I'm going to say
Mhm.
Brave New World is in there.
Mhm.
I'm going to say in top 10 this is. I'm going to say 1984.
Mhm.
Um
You have 10 seconds.
oh shit, I've got 3. That's all right. I'm going to say oh fuck.
Three,
There's
two,
no Atwood one. No,
one.
shut up. There's an Atwood one. There's an Atwood
Yeah,
one. Now, it's either
that's
going to
not a
be
book title.
Oryx and Crake, which is
Oh, that one's in there.
extremely underrated, I think. But it's
Really?
yeah, I think
Someone
because
told
everybody
me to
goes
read.
Handmaid's Tale or like Blind
That's in there
Assassin.
too.
I think Oryx and Crake is fucking on point.
This is a list I've cobbled together based on several like best of lists and
And you've kind of made your own.
yeah. I looked on some Goodreads list which is like sorry, I'm playing with my light. No, that's better.
Like
Um
Rembrandt Shadow.
what am I saying? Oh, yeah, so some are just award winning, some were based off like Goodreads lists, some were like the foundational classics.
Yeah.
Someone told me to read Oryx and Crake when I started writing the novel I'm writing now. And I started listening to the audiobook and the beginning was really boring.
No. It's
Respectfully, you disagree.
It's slow,
Okay.
but it's over 3 books.
Oh
There's a
my
lot
God.
of foundational elements that kind of
Did you hear the youths aren't reading anymore? So,
what
3 books? The youths aren't reading anymore, so 3 books is 3 too
I
many.
I thought youths were reading more. I thought they were going to the cinema and reading more. I thought it was.
Cinema, yeah. Well, I don't know about more, but they're going to the cinema. Reading,
Did you read that piece in that we were
no.
shared? Was it at the Atlantic?
But that piece has been going everywhere on
Social media.
Substack.
I thought that was self-aggrandizing nonsense.
I think they are reading less because one of my friends who's a teacher. Now this is a very small subsection of the population, but she's like, yeah. And they actually they have like a book club where they try and get the kids to read books in class, like history books, because they're a history class.
So the Atlantic article, I just think all teachers since the dawn of time have said our students don't read enough.
I will say in the bookshop, one of the girls was saying that a lot of because whenever I see kids sitting in the cafe, they're reading graphic novels. And she was
Yeah.
like, yeah, kids aren't really reading the chapter books. They're reading a lot of graphic novels, though. And so when you're suggesting books to kids, you gotta kind of age down a little bit what you think their reading level is. Now, the friend I was talking to yesterday was like, because I said graphic novels, if they're reading anything, it's better than being on their phone. And she was like, yeah, agree completely.
Yeah. It seems to me, and this is going to cause a little outrage, well, not with you, but it seems to come from a place of like self-aggrandizing. These people who like read the classics and like think they're like that's it. That
I don't
they
read the
see the
classics.
secret and these pesky kids and what have you. And I don't know. I feel like I felt a bit sorry. I always feel a bit sorry for like the younger generation, even when I was a part of it. And now it's the same argument. It's like you're always scared of youths because they're aggressive. You're always scared of these youths because
We
they're
need
they're
to
not
stop
reading
calling them
enough.
youths.
What?
We need to stop calling them youths.
These youths? No, I like youths because it's a really like it's gone full circle. It's a really patronising term, but I quite like it as like a. It's just an obvious patronising term. This is why I use it for this particular argument. I completely disagree with the fact that the quality of what they read is different. Like I've met so many adults who read utter shite.
So the first book on the list is This Is How You Lose the Time War.
Is that the first book on your list or the first book on our list?
This is
Or the
in
first
no
book on
particular
theirs?
order. This is you get to collect 10.
Okay.
I was going to bring
How
in a
to Lose-
whiteboard, but my whiteboard's nailed to the wall.
How to Lose a Time War. We're going to do an episode on because that is probably one of the best books I've read in recent years.
So that's in your bank of 10.
100%. That for me, that even though it's heavy sci-fi, not heavy sci-fi, but it is definitely in the sci-fi category. That transcends into just being one of my favorite books. I would
Heard
say.
it here first, folks.
Heard it here first. I
Red
think
Rising
it's awesome.
by Pierce Brown.
I haven't read that.
I haven't either. I have it.
I think I'm
found
going
it
to
in
be
a free
fearful of
bookshop.
how many books I have not read because I ignored the classics for a long time in my life.
This isn't a classic. This is a more modern one.
Ah,
But
okay.
I see it on a lot of sci-fi reading lists now. I think it's done really well. And I saw a little video about a girl who was mostly like a fantasy romantasy reader, and she was doing like 5 books you should read if you want to start in sci-fi. And this one she put on it, she said there's a lot of world building and it's a heavier sci-fi, which I thought was surprising because she was like, I'm new to sci-fi, these are the books I've read, and all the other ones she picked were quite light. So it sounds like this is a quick read. It was published in 2014. I had a friend who read it and said it was really good, and she's not like a heavy sci-fi person. She works for one of those like cheesy romance imprints at Hachette. So this is, I don't know how you should categorize this. To read, you should read.
I can read that.
Should it be on the, you can collect 10 books, our final list.
That's not on my
book.
list. That's not on my list because I feel like there's going to be 10.
Don't know why I've decided to give you the top.
Because you're kind. You've got a
Ready
good
Player
soul.
One?
What?
Ready Player One?
I thought that was really good. I'm going to be controversial and say it's not on my list. Hey, we've got the same cover.
Really?
I'm
Interesting.
sure. Usually, if that's an American one, they have different
It'd be
covers.
different.
But
Well, sometimes, because it's cheaper just to use the same cover. But I think sometimes when they think it's going to make a difference for the audience, they do change it.
I thought it was really good. I don't know why it's not in my top 10. It's just not in my top 10.
So I think
Is it in yours?
if you like, there's a big trend of RPG sci-fi
Yes.
dungeon crawler. I think this was like an early, if you like that, you'll like this.
Yes. Yeah, I'll give you that.
The Martian. I also have, but it's not within reach.
Yeah, mine's not. No, I think I lost that in my previous house move. Film's very good. Is the film very good? Is the film very good? Or was I just in a good mood?
Should have prepped this better. I also have This Is How to Lose the Time War. This is just a brag about how many books I have.
Was the film good?
The Martian? Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Because
Did
I
you
thought it
not
was
think
good,
so?
but then I think I'd gone through a dearth of not seeing many good films.
Like
And so when
before or
I watched
after that?
I was
Or
like,
recently?
Before it. And then I watched that and was like, oh, this is a really good film. but I couldn't.
It was good. The book's heavier in the like math
Yeah,
of it all.
but I think The Martian was good. Yeah,
It's
not top
interesting
10, very good.
because I saw an interview with Andy Weir, and he was saying the books are very of their time. Like, for The Martian, he has the main character making this water contraption, but like, I don't know how long afterwards the Curiosity robot found a lot of water rich like ice in the soil, and so he's like, he didn't actually have to build that contraption, but of its time,
At that
that's
time, he would
that
have, yeah,
was
yeah,
what
yeah, with that
yeah.
current information. Yeah, that's
He
quite
also
interesting.
said with Project Hail Mary, have you seen that?
I've not seen it yet. No.
I haven't either, but he said Rocky, he's in the trailer, the alien,
Yeah,
his home planet, it's like a code name. They found out right after the film, where the book came out, that planet entity, they don't actually think is a planet. They think it was just like a solar flare or a reflection of something, and it doesn't actually exist.
yeah.
And so
No.
I know that made me so sad. I'm like, I know this story is fictional, but
But
he
still,
could
it
be
would be,
real.
yeah.
He could
Yeah,
be
yeah,
out
yeah,
there.
yeah. Oh, that's so gutting to pick something and then be like, no, it's not real.
I mean, he seemed pretty chill about it. He was
Yeah,
like,
yeah, obviously. I know that he had quite a big part in it, in the script writing.
hmm.
I listened to that on script notes, and they were saying that they had a conversation with it about it. I think he even found the script writer that would direct it.
So that he knew the scriptwriter was gonna
Yeah, exactly. So I think they're
listen to
pretty
him.
like, yeah, it was done well. Yeah.
All right, Hunger Games.
Hunger Games.
I have these. They're just tall. I can't reach them.
I mean, that's just. I'm gonna say. That's in my top 10.
I agree. I think I underestimated how good they were, how well written they were, because
I
I
rem-
was like 11 when I read them.
Yeah, so I would have been 21. Did you read them when they came out?
I think I started the first one right as the second one came out.
Right. So I would have been in my 20s.
So I was like 11, 12.
I'd have been in my 20s, and I was kind of political, and I thought that was probably. The book is better because it's obviously more political. I'm not saying the film isn't good, but the film is different. They're different things, aren't they?
Mhm.
One is about like the hero's journey. The film's about the hero's journey, whereas the book is about like the politics of it. I think of its relevance of today. Every time I see like the Met Gala, I'm like, we live in this. And then I saw John Oliver did something on Last Week Tonight called Prediction Markets. This was something that was new to me. I don't know whether you know anything about it.
I've heard about them. I'm not super familiar, but I have heard about them.
So
Yeah.
basically, they're like, to those who don't know, because I didn't know anything about these, I'm not sure if they're a thing in England or not, but I'm like a proper Luddite when it comes to new technology. They are basically, it's like sport betting, but on everything. You can bet on anything, like what Trump is going to say on his speeches.
Oh, was this episode about like people were betting on? It was like a war thing.
So
they were gonna
yes,
kill someone.
this is the Hunger Games part. Is
Yeah.
that people were betting on whether like Israel would shell Palestine on these days, or Trump would shell, or America would shell Iran, or whether this one. And we were like, holy shit, this is. I was watching it, being like, this is the most Hunger Games thing in the world. That like, you are literally watching something and betting on it in real time. Of District 1, like happening in another district. That yeah, I was like, this is it. So yeah, I think it is. That's definitely my top 10, definitely, because I think.
Have you
it's
read
just,
Sunrise on the Reaping?
no,
I read that. It was good.
I heard.
I think that's. Yeah. It's about Haymitch's. It just came out. Oh, it came out
No,
like a
no,
year
I
ago.
didn't know she'd know.
Yeah, I read that. The movie's about to come out. it was good. And that's what made me be like, oh, wait, these were actually really well done.
Yeah.
And it was a lot more horrifying to read older than the characters versus like when I was basically her little sister's age.
Yeah, you were the same
It's like
age.
a very different experience.
I imagine if you went back to it now, because if you were 11, although you were an intelligent child, you would get a lot more out of it now.
Yeah, I think so.
It's where you are, like your political minding, you age into it, don't you? So, yeah, I think it would be better to read later in life. Kind of like Handmaid's Tale, you wouldn't get it if you were too young.
I would live in District 12. If you look a map of the United States, unfortunately.
Oh, is that where
wouldn't be in.
you set in? Where?
Well,
District
because it's a
12
lot
would
of coal mining, and that's West
be? I
Virginia.
thought that was Kentucky. Oh, is that West Virginia?
Yeah, they're big coal people. in
You were
West
close to
Virginia.
DC, so I reckon you'd be like District 2 or 3.
No. So in Hunger Games, the capital is out west.
Ah, okay.
Now, District 13 is the northeast. So on some people's maps, I'm kind of closer,
Interesting.
but I think if you read the
Oh, so
description...
people have actually done maps of where it
Oh,
would
yeah,
be.
yeah.
See,
If
I
you read the
think I didn't
description,
know.
though, it sounds like Appalachian, West Virginia, kind of
God,
coal
yeah. See,
mining.
I didn't know much about this is again, like, if I went and read it now, I didn't know much about American geography. So I reckon now I'd be like, oh, okay, so the nuclear part was obviously where it was, and then all the military bases in the north.
I don't know if they really go into
No, but
the
like,
other
logically.
districts. Yeah.
And then, yeah.
The next one, the Dream Hotel.
I don't know that.
No, it's a more modern one I read and really liked, and so I added it because,
It's got a good title.
yeah, it's very good. I wrote a Substack article about it that you clearly didn't read.
I mean,
Frankenstein is the next one.
ooh, I mean, it is sci-fi, isn't it? I'd call it gothic
Was
horror.
the
but
first
yes, it is
sci-fi.
sci-fi. Yeah,
The first one.
the first ever one. Yeah, just in my head, I'd call that gothic horror, but it is definitely sci-fi.
You've grown
Yeah.
quite quiet.
Who has me?
Yeah. Thank you. So, are you adding that to the list of 10 sci-fis to read?
How many have I got on there already? Wait,
2.
2?
Hunger
thought I had
Games
3.
and This Is How You Lose the Time War.
What was that? I had a third one, didn't I?
Not that I'm told.
Okay, so yeah, all right. I'll put Shelley in there.
World War Z.
Oof! Damn, you trixied me there. The book, yes. The film, no.
Oh.
Book is amazing. Book is incredible. Really well done, intelligent piece of work. The film is shite. It's not shite. It's just standard zombie film. Where
Yeah, I remember it being just fine.
It's just
I mean, it
fine.
was good, but
Yeah,
it was-
it's good, but like
it wasn't
it's fine.
life-changing.
Whereas the book is
Really good.
very good.
What's the best zombie book?
I could actually bless you. It could actually just be that. Actually,
Walking Dead?
no, it's better than Walking Dead.
All right.
Walking Dead wouldn't be in the top 10 for me. Good concept, great starting premise, but
That
this
wasn't
went
one of my books. Would
It's
World
went
War
on.
Z?
went on for too long.
Or do you need a thought?
I would say, yeah, I'm gonna add that in number 4. Not in
Um,
any order, but
all right, next one is The Three Body Problem.
was that on your top 10?
I haven't read it. My sister had to read it for class years ago. I thought she didn't like it. However, recently she said she did, so I'm potentially misremembering the book. But
Mm-hmm.
it got a Netflix adaptation. I think Netflix. And the book's gotten really popular now, and it's on a lot of to read sci-fi problems. I want to say, I don't know if it's a translation.
Yeah, it is. A Chinese author, at least.
Yeah, it's by a Chinese author, and we've gotten into like the K-dramas, and so we watched one called Sisyphus. That's sci-fi, and it's about time travel. And it's interesting because that was time travel, but a lot of their like sci-fi or myth-based things is very different from like Western myths and things like that. And so I would like to. Okay, I was gonna look up a thing, but we'll get on the move. Cloud Atlas. This one might be kind of fantasy. Have you read it?
I think I have. But I can't remember it.
It's also a movie.
It is also a movie. Even though they're not the same even remotely, I always get Atlas Shrugged and Cloud Atlas mixed up in my mind. That's me being vulnerable.
Thank you for sharing.
Whenever somebody says Cloud Atlas, I'm like, oh, man.
I think based on context clues.
I'll judge them. No, I know, but when people say it, I'm like, I'll judge them and be like, oh, you're conservative minded and X. Do you know what I mean? You can if you like Atlas Shrugged, you can put somebody in a bracket. And then I'm like, Cloud Atlas. That's my always mix those two up.
I used to know someone who loved that book.
Atlas Shrugged?
No, Cloud Atlas.
I mustn't have read it because it's not recalling. The story isn't coming to my mind.
It's about time travel. It's the same two characters basically meeting in every timeline. It's not really time travel. It's just maybe parallel universes. I saw it on a sci-fi list, but I feel like it's more fantasy than sci-fi.
Yeah.
All right, moving swiftly along.
Move swiftly on.
Oryx and Crake.
Yes.
That'd be on your list?
That would be on my list. That would be on my list. I don't know whether it's her best work, but I think it is it's a very important piece of...
Oh, it's backwards. Or does it look correct for you?
It looks correct for me in this recording.
Oh, excellent. We'll see if it's...
We'll see. Yeah, I think I could put that in there. I think that's an important piece of work on humanity, on sci-fi, on hubris, and...
important. That's not interesting. Give me a pitch on why I should read it.
Why you should read it, because it talks about, without giving too much away, man's obsession with genius. So, like, how we believe... I hate to bring Musk into this fucking episode again, but how we put everything on Musk. Like, he was a smart guy, made loads of money, and we just went, you're going to solve all our problems. And now society believes that he's going to solve all the problems.
I sure do not.
No, I know, but, like, society, like, pushed that rhetoric.
I'd like not to be included in society.
You are not included. Everybody bar you. Well, and me. But, like, I never let them start. But... do you know what I mean? Like, a lot of it still comes out to this day of like, oh, he's going to take us to Mars, or oh, he's going to sort out the electric car, or oh, his robots, or it's like, it's not. Do you know what I mean? We're putting too much on one person.
And so he's what Oryx and Crake is about.
He isn't, because it came out way before him, but like this obsession of like deifying a person. That's a small part of the trilogy, but like it's an important part of the trilogy. I don't want to give too much away because it's really complicated, but really good. And like the way you discover the story, the way you discover what's happened is excellent.
All right. I just read Assassin's Apprentice, and that was really slow. I was warned it was really slow in the beginning. Yeah. So I just listened to it when I mowed, and by the end, it was very good.
Yeah.
Very excellent. Next book, Never Let Me Go.
Never let me go. I hadn't thought I'd read this, took it on holiday with me, and then was like, fuck, I've read this.
Was this recently?
A couple of years ago.
Oh, okay. Because I was
I
like,
was still with my
you
ex-partner, so like three years ago.
recommended this to me on this podcast.
Ah, yeah.
And I got it out at the library, and then I didn't pick it up. Like last week. I was like, this looks heavy. But it took like several months to get to me. But his other, Clara and the Sun, his other book, is being turned into a movie, and so that's why his books are so hard to get at the library right now. However, I looked at a trailer of Clara and the Sun, not Never Let Me Go. And it looks pretty pro Android.
It's
the girl who plays Wednesday's in it, and
sick.
Natasha Lyonne is in it.
Yeah.
So it looks good, but again, I'm on an anti-Android.
Is it the guy who, I don't think it's pro, I think it just is, there are robots. He wrote it initially as like a
yeah, but you feel
children's
sympathetic
book.
to the robots, and I don't like that.
Yeah, you do. He wrote it initially as a children's book, and then his daughter read it, I believe, and was like,
I was like, what the hell is this?
you absolutely cannot. This is absolutely not a children's book. This will terrify them. Who is directing it? Because it was slated to be... I never can pronounce
it. Joaquin Phoenix?
Taika Waititi. I always swallow that, his name. So it will be good, because I actually quite like him. A lot of people don't.
What else has he done?
He has done Jojo Rabbit.
Oh, I didn't like that.
Jojo Rabbit
that wasn't
fucking hilarious. He's done Eagle vs Shark, Thor Ragnarok,
humor.
It's what?
It was so sad. I think I knew what happened in the book though, and the book is so sad.
Yeah, I mean the film's sad. Like when he sees his mum's feet, it's harrowing. But I think it's
in the end though, in the book, the girl, he tells things aren't safe, and she's in there like another decade in hiding because he just doesn't want her to leave. And that has just completely ruined the movie, the story.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
Any joy about that movie. Yeah. Obviously that's not how the movie ends, but like,
no,
it was just
I've only
so
seen
horrifying.
The film, I've not read the book, and I won't read the book now. You've told me that, because that's horrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah, film's really fun. Like, I don't know why people don't like it.
Sad.
Leave in the comments below why you don't like him if you don't like him. But
okay, well, next book, Project Hail Mary.
Not read it, not seen the film.
I want to, and I got it at the library as an ebook. Finally, I've been on the list for months and months and months, but Amazon deactivated my Kindle, and so they did this a while ago, and like I knew it was coming, but the Kindle works fine. It's like 20 years old, but it works great. But Amazon went, no, you have to buy a new one, and they deactivated a bunch. And I will never purchase from Amazon again. That made me so mad.
Yeah, I mean that is ridiculous. If something works, then why?
And it's like really nice. It has the e-ink. It's not colored. I don't want it to go on the internet.
Yours is the keypad one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like really. It's out of battery right now because it's useless.
Yes, that's the one I used to have, and I used to love it.
It has buttons on each side.
Yeah, I love that one. Way better design.
You have to get it on, like you have to get a tablet, and I don't want that.
Yeah. I have a normal Kindle.
Okay. I want to get a Kobo. I think it's Kubo.
Okay.
It's expensive, but it's similar to this, their base model, and then I'm not giving Amazon money. Because they have burned all of their bridges with me.
Yeah.
Station 11?
Not read it.
Oh, this is another one I've gotten recommended to me. I own it now. I started reading it, and it's about a pandemic. And I decided to refrain. Station 11 is about a pandemic arrives in the city. I don't know when it was written. It was written in 2014. And so then there's settlements kind of in this dystopian future. And I believe they're like a troupe of actors, musicians, and they just travel to the different settlements. Time Traveler's Wife.
I'm sure that'll be on everybody's list, but I don't think it'd be on mine. Did we read of hers recently? We read
The Moth Lady. I don't remember what it's called.
That was it. Adventurous.
Adventurous.
Yeah. I was like, wait, I knew that was just being stupid because I even did that. Yeah. It wouldn't necessarily be on mine, but I know that a lot of people like it and it's very famous.
But is that a reason to read a book?
I don't think I've only got 5 left, so I'm gonna keep my powder dry.
I think things that are famous is a reasonable reason to read things.
See, this is my problem with Project Hail Mary. I've seen it so many times, like in the bookshop, that I'm like, I don't want to read that. You're telling me to read it. Sometimes I have this part in my mind where I'm like, I'm not falling for your tricks.
I'd like to read Project Hail Mary, but
I will, but just not yet, not now.
I think when things are popular, if you're interested in it, 1, there's probably a reason. 2, I find it interesting to see what the psychology of the masses.
That's fair.
Annihilation. I feel like this is one you'd like a lot.
First book is amazing. Second book, not as good.
Oh. There's like 4, right?
Yeah. So I've read the first 3. I don't think I've ever read the last one.
Yeah, it came out a couple of years ago. It was.
Oh, then no, I haven't, because it was when I was still with my partner and we had the 3. But the first Annihilation is amazing. Film is incredible.
I did see the film, and that was really
I think
good.
the film is...
I came out of it feeling weird.
I would say that's better than the book. If such a thing can exist. Book's good, film is just fucking awesome.
Would you add this to the list of sci-fi to read? 2K to say.
Definitely a sci-fi to watch.
Alright. We can do movies later.
Okay.
The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet. I read this.
What were your thoughts?
It was good. It was good space opera. It's, I don't want to say light and fluffy, but it's definitely like a character study, and it's just these different, I don't want to say aliens, but like beings from different planets and with different customs, and then there's a woman from Earth who is newly arrived and kind of navigating the dynamics of the crew and stuff. And there is this overarching journey to a small angry planet, but the book is mostly the different POVs of the characters on the ship. And so if you want kind of like, I don't want to say slice of life, because that sometimes gets a bad rap, and also they're on a spaceship, so it's not like a slice of human life, but it is more of a character study. And so if that's your thing, it's good. Or if you want like a feel-good sci-fi, I think this one's also good.
Yeah, which are also important. I think a good feel-good sci-fi is important, because a lot of them, especially when I was reading more, they were often linked with dystopian. I think maybe that isn't necessarily the fashion now, but it was. When I got into sci-fi, it was very much the fashion was like a dystopic view on the...
Speaking of dystopian, the next one is Lunar Chronicles, which I've brought up several times on this podcast.
Yeah, you've read this many times.
Do you remember what it is about? Don't know if you'd like it, because it is like YA dystopian. But it's different fairy tales. Yeah, fairy tales, sci-fi. So the first one's called Cinder, and it's loosely based on Cinderella, but she's a cyborg and loses her foot instead of her slipper. It's a lot more complicated than that, because there's 4 books, and there's like an overarching. There's people from
And
the
then
moon.
she went into graphic novels.
Oh yeah, we did one of her graphic novels. That
Yeah,
was
yeah.
one of the
One of the stories then goes on to the graphic novel.
that was kind of an epilogue, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So there's people from the moon, hence Lunar Chronicles.
The moon!
Revolution. Dashing Adventure. So I don't think most people would consider that like the ultimate sci-fi, but I put it on the list because
Would it be
it's
on your
excellent.
top 10?
I don't know.
How many have you
Well,
got on your
if you're
top 10
trying
then?
to get into sci-fi, yes, I think it's a very good one. Especially if you like other genres, like if you're young. Not that I think many teenagers watch this, but if you're like just entering into sci-fi, I think it's a really good one.
Yeah.
Because it's sci-fi light. It's an adventure story that has sci-fi elements.
Yeah, that's fine.
The Little Prince.
Aww.
I haven't actually read this. I
Read
have it in
in
French,
German.
I think.
Yeah, it's one of these languages. It's one of those books you don't read in your own language, isn't it? It's one of the ones that you like.
Is it very sci-fi?
I mean, yeah, kinda.
Because there's a photo of him on the moon.
Yeah, it's not. It's that's not the point of it. But yes, it is very, very sci-fi. I think if you want to get into sci-fi. I wouldn't put that on my list. But if you want to read a story, and especially if you're reading a foreign language, it's kind of the go-to of a foreign language book that you read when you're kicking out. Because it's still good enough as a story to pull you through. The language isn't too complicated, and you can kind of work it out and get things from it each pass you make.
1984.
Yeah, I think that's an extremely important bit of work.
I had to read that in school. And you know what? It was pretty good. I was a little mildly horrified by it. Which is probably the point.
Yeah, you should be.
And despite reading it for school, I do have somewhat positive recollections of it, which is rare for school books. Fahrenheit 451. Have you read this?
Yeah. It's
I
only
haven't,
short.
but I want to. But I've never sat down when I'm thinking, what should I read, and thought to myself, Fahrenheit 451. I don't have easy access to it.
Was way this was way overhyped for me. I think if I'd have just read it and picked it up, I'd have been like, this is amazing. But I got recommended it. There's like the heralded best sci-fi book. And so I was like, it isn't. So I think I'm probably an unfair narrator and an unfair critic on this book, I would say.
Dune?
I haven't read it. Read the graphic novel, watched the films.
I read...
Embarrassing to say I haven't read it, because I should have read it.
No, it's not. I read most of the first one. He's dense.
It is dense. That's why I've always been a bit scared about it, because as the aforementioned dyslexia, I don't like too heavy books do intimidate me.
Yeah, I have the
I still
little
have
mass
that
market
fear as a
one
child.
too, and so it's like this thick and this big, and so it's kind of a pain to read. You know what? Since you've read the graphic novels and seen the movie, you'll probably have a good grasp of the story if you decided to read it. And
Yeah.
even if you get muddled in a paragraph, if you skip it and move on, you have a basic, you'll figure it out, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's kind of the attitude I took with it. However, if you're trying to get into sci-fi, I think
I don't think that's
it's not a good one. If you're well into sci-fi or I don't know, dense history books or something, you could probably transition into it easier.
Yeah. I think if you wanted to take the next step, but yeah, I think as an intro to sci-fi, it's not it.
You get so into the politics.
Yeah.
And the world building. There's a million
And
of
also,
books too.
if you read the history of the Gulf, you kind of also understand, because it's a parody. It's a parody.
It's a parody.
Not a parody, but
The Gulf. When did it come out? When was the Gulf War?
go forward in the 80s, it came out earlier, but like how we see Iraq and Iran and the Middle East, that's what it is. That's what spice is. Spice is oil.
When did this book come out?
64? Wait, look it up. If it's 64, I'm amazing. 65! Oh! I was so close.
That's good.
Yeah, it's about the Middle East, isn't it?
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
It's awful. Anybody who has tattoos of it is also awful.
Oh my god.
No, it's really good. I think
It's good, but I don't know if I'd recommend it to like new sci-fi people.
Why not?
Because I've heard so many people be like, I didn't really get it. And I think it's such a specific kind.
Really get it, isn't it? The point of it.
Well,
is
I think it's such a
like...
specific kind of humor, especially for Americans. It can be a little bamboozling.
I love the word bamboozling. I suppose it's a very British humour, isn't it?
Yeah.
But
I remember even when I was at my master's, we were watching some movie, and my friend was like, "This is horrible," and I was like, "This is the most like British sense of humor I've ever seen." This kind of like.
Do you remember what it was?
Deadpan. The submarine movie.
Oh yeah. Read the book, not seen the film. I don't like the director.
Yeah, I think we've chatted about before, but yeah, it was that. But it's so. I don't even know how to. I don't want to say like run down because it's not, but that like very
the grimy, the grittiness.
Gritty's a way to. Yeah. Not that I think this is gritty; it's more absurdist. But I do think.
I think Hitchhikers will be on there actually. How many have I got left? I've got 4 left, haven't I?
You have 5 left.
Oh well, then yeah, definitely bang it on. Are you doing your own as well? Because we can compare and contrast.
I should have. I didn't. I only have 1 whiteboard, and I went into this as a quiz.
It's a bit hard. All right.
I was gonna set up my laptop, but then we were going speedy this morning in front of my actual whiteboard, and then I didn't, and my arm is defective, and I was like, eh.
You're writing with the broken arm. You're an inspiration.
Oh my god, thank you. When I was 4, I broke this arm and had a cast and had to write with it. I recall that. There you go.
Happened twice to me.
You broke your right arm?
I broke my right arm twice. I broke both arms twice each, 4 times in total, obviously.
Why would you do that?
One was playing football and I was goalkeeper and landed on a stone.
Oh my god.
One was skating. One was coming off a bike on a backy, which was the worst move I've ever done because it was a fucking guy who couldn't ride his own bike, and he was like, "Get on the back," and stupidly I caved to peer pressure, and he just was a fucking shit rider. And I came off the back. Well, I was coming off the back.
Is this a motorized bike?
No, just a bike, push bike. I was coming off the back, and he didn't see that a van was pulling out of the side. So I put my heel on the tire. My heel slipped, went into the spokes. Obviously, that just stopped the bike, and we just went flying. I smashed my arm like in pieces. I came off much worse. To the point where I remember it clear as crystal. It's probably a fake memory because I remember it so clearly. But like, I remember looking at the X-ray, and the X-ray here, there was like, the doctor was like, "Oh, it doesn't look too bad. There's only a little bit of shading at this part in the wrist."
But it's because everything was shattered.
And then he did it this side, and my hand was like here, and my arm was like here. He was like, "Oh yeah, so this is gonna need. This is quite bad here." It was fucked. I had to have surgery on it and get it reset and stuff. So
you've broken yourself a lot.
And then the other one was showing off in PE.
So these were all under the age of.
They were all when I was at school. Yeah, I lived hard, but I was the only one that could jump over the vaulting horse. You know, the pole vault, the vaulting horse. I was the only one that could like jump
We didn't
over
have
it.
one of those.
Oh, we did.
Wow. All right, continue.
Yeah, I was the only one that could jump over one because I had strong legs. And then I did it, and then a few of my mates watched, did it again, and then like the class was watching, and then I did it, and my fucking toe, obviously, this is the most obvious thing, my toe like hit the top of the leather, and just went whack, and I was like, oh god, but because I was being a twat and like showing off, the PE teacher, the teacher at the time, Mr. Curzon, was like, you're sitting over there, you're not going to MI, and I was like, I was in like grey and thought it was broken. He was like, no, you're not leaving the class. That was your own fault. Which would not happen these days, but yeah. Yeah, he was like, no, go and sit there until the end of school. And then I went at lunchtime to the MI and was like, my arm's really hurting. Then I had an x-ray and they were like, yeah, it's broken. Yeah.
Okay. How was reliving all of your childhood trauma?
Yeah, sorry, I just kind of went off on a side note there of how I broke all my bones.
Just the arms.
Just the arms, not my nose and ribs. We'll go into those in another episode.
Number 25 of 50.
Oh,
Brave New World.
What?
Brave New World.
So I thought yes to this initially, but then I was having a conversation with somebody and they were like, have you read, maybe it was even you, because they were like, have you read it recently? It's not as good as you remember.
I haven't read it. I watched some of the TV show. My family was watching it and I was walking in and out. I don't know. I don't know. I think I'd have to read it to make a decision, because I can see where it was an interesting social commentary, but the nuances I don't know if I'm convinced of.
Maybe was it you that I was chatting to about this? Or
Um,
you've echoed.
no, it was
basically-
not me.
It was not you. They've echoed a similar thing of being like,
Oh, really?
it's a product of its time, and what you remember is probably not as good as what you think it will. So I think it would be worth a second read, because it must be easily a decade since I read it. Easily. It's
Read
not
that
long,
again
is it?
too.
It's like 200 and something pages.
I have no idea. In my head, it's 1,000,000 pages.
No, it could be 1,000,000 pages, and I'm getting mistaken. But seems to remember it's
Next
not.
one, Ender's Game. We read this in school. It was
Yeah,
right
that's
around when the movie
jokes.
came out. We spent half the year on this book, and I was so sick of it. It was a new teacher. I don't know if it was because, like, presumably all the teachers would do the same thing. We spent so long on this book though, and because the movie had just came out, I thought this book was new. Oh my god, you've left. I'm gonna finish my thought.
Finish your thought. I'm not important in this.
When I looked it up now, it was written in the 80s.
Yeah, 85.
And I was under the impression it was written in the 2000s. And I actually find it a bit more interesting because it was written in the 80s. It was good. I remember it being decent. Like, reading it, I did like it. But we just spent so long on it, I was tired of it. Even my mom was like, you're still talking about this book? And she was, like,
Yeah.
only vaguely aware of, like, what we
you're-
were doing in school.
Yeah.
Maybe 15. No, again, that was quite young, so it could have been like, I don't know what my reaction to it would be now.
Thank you very much for listening to Ink in the Eyes. Thank you for Ali for going through part 1 of 2 of
Of 5.
5 of what's on our top 10 list of sci-fi books. Do we agree with the sci-fi list, I suppose we call this? It's not a top 10, is it? It's more like, are we agreeing with the reading list?
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Join us for part 2, our first two-parter.
It's not.
It's not.
Warhammer. We
That's
did another
not
one too.
two-parter. that's going to be loads of parters. It just relies on you.
Yeah, but
reading
right
the
now
book.
it has 2, and that's our first.
Right now it has 2, but there's going to be loads of them.
All right.
Much love.